Why is this spicy? Why is it spicy? Why is it spicy? I just wanna have fun. Come and pick me up. Meet me at the spot.
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Nat.
It's Nia, and welcome back to Full Figured. We're super excited to have you guys back for our 5th episode. That's wild.
Lucky number 5. We think that you'll really enjoy this one. We're going to do a little psychoanalysis on you and your favorite cocktail. So get ready for your free therapy session with us. But first, what are we sipping on?
You know, I'm not going to apologize for the things that I've said in the past because I truly mean it. But at the same time, I did just bang out a couple of espresso martinis for us.
Did you?
I did. I made a couple of espresso martinis for us because it's early right now when we're recording this. So I was like, I need to pick me up.
Hell yeah.
So espresso martinis.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. So about this episode, we have
It hits different.
Yeah.
Like in a good way.
Oh, the espresso one.
Hell yeah. Sorry. Damn, that one's actually like so good.
Yeah. She has a little bit of like, what was it?
White chocolate raspberry Chobani creamer.
Yeah.
Coffee creamer. So Chobani, if you want to sponsor us, let me know. Because I buy all your shit. I got 3 fucking creamers in there right now. Anyways, sorry. Proceed.
One of the little segments that we're going to talk about during this episode, I'm kind of excited about it just because, you know, I've seen it on TikTok. I know you've seen it a few times. People sort of just like analyzing, like psychoanalyzing people's cocktails based off of like who orders them.
Yes.
So I know that we're going to dive into that a little bit because, like I said before, you know, we laugh about it, but then you actually witness it and you're like,
hell yeah. I'm so excited about this one because like it just proves to me also who the like after having like weddings, because I don't know about okay, I'm rambling here. Backstory. Nia and I have not been working together. I was on vacation for a little while, but no, like besides that, we've been scheduled at different bars. So we just have not been working together. She probably doesn't miss me, which is fine, but I do miss her. Validate me. Just kidding. Anyways, so we haven't been working together. We have, you know, been doing our separate thing. So we've been having a lot of weddings lately because it is wedding season, and a lot of like stragglers come up after the event, before the event, all this stuff, and they all order like different shit, but it's always the same type of person ordering the same type of shit.
Right.
And now that it's getting busier, like it is busy, y'all. Like I'm feeling it in my bones, in my feet. I feel it. So this is just, I'm super excited about this one. It further proved what everyone orders, what everyone likes. And we're excited about this one. Sorry, Nia got me fucked up from these already. It's like 1 p.m., but 11 in the morning somewhere. But yeah, we're feeling good. We're ready to go. Do we want to first talk about like, how are you doing, Nia? We haven't spoke. We haven't like, you know, how's life?
It's been good. I mean, my life pretty much revolves around work at this point. I haven't really had to have much of a social life just because I'm spending like 5 to 6 days at the hotel. Yeah. And then those other days that I'm off, I'm like, I just need to be like in bed.
Horizontal.
I need to be resting.
Yeah.
So I haven't had time to like go shopping. I haven't really, you know, had like a night where I can go out and like do all the things that I like to do. I just haven't had a moment for that just because I want to rest on the days that I'm off. But I'm still pushing right now. It's getting easier. Just being able to like pace myself at work. So that's all good, but everything's pretty hunky-dory right now.
Yeah. And reminder from our last episode, it's okay on your days off to be a piece of shit in bed all day resting, watching TV, catching up on your reality shows, whatever you do. Because on Sunday, I had an impromptu day off thanks to Nia. Very, I didn't expect to have it off. And I was like, I'm going to get so much shit done today. I got absolutely nothing done that day. And I didn't feel as guilty about it because I thought back to that episode where we talked about how you shouldn't feel guilty about it.
Right.
So don't. But yeah, so take those days off seriously, guys. And by seriously, I mean don't. Do whatever the fuck you want. Lay down in bed forever.
Before we get into psychoanalyzing people, one of the things that we are told when we're working where we work is that we constantly need to be making memories for the guests. Not customers, for the guests.
For the guests. We don't call them customers, guys. Guests.
So we are just constantly having to do special things for the guests that come into the hotel. So say there are people coming in and they're having their anniversary. Usually our managers will let us know who is coming in. And they usually like for us to do something special for them. So either we'll make them like a specialty cocktail or, we'll get them like a glass of bubbles each.
Yeah.
And, things like that is like important because you are like making memories for these guests and all that. But, sometimes people take it too far.
Oh, people take advantage of it so bad.
Yeah.
Like, do you have an example recently?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me.
I feel like we were working together. It was during the Christmas pop-up. And there was this girl, she came up to me and she said, "Hi, my birthday is July 25th. So that's like, halfway to Christmas. Can I get like a birthday shot?" And it was like November.
Bro.
And I was just looking at her like,
get your entitled ass out of my face.
I was like, what? She was like, yeah, can I get like a birthday shot? Like a birthday shot for, since my birthday is like half of Christmas or whatever. I was like, excuse what?
Who do you think you are?
And she kept pestering me about it. And I looked over at you, I'm like, please just pour a tequila shot. And I was like, please just pour a tequila shot.
Yes, I do.
And
that was early on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I looked at her and I said, don't try that shit anywhere else. I was like, we'll get you a little tequila shot, but do not go anywhere else trying that, okay?
Yes.
And she took it as a joke, and she was giggling. I was like, what is wrong with you? What would prompt you to say, my birthday is half of Christmas, it is November, can I get a birthday shot?
Me personally, I would never. I don't have those balls on me. Like, to actually ask someone for free shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would never, it's a privilege to even be out and doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's a privilege to be in our presence, to be completely honest. So don't be asking for free shit.
And there's a difference between if you come up to the bar and you're having a good time, you say it's your birthday, and I'm enjoying your presence. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a tequila shot. I'm gonna do something nice for you. But if you're asking for free stuff, really that sort of threw me for a loop right there.
This is an Applebee's. You're not gonna get a free app today. All right. There's no fucking way.
I was like, that is wild.
Have a little humility.
Mm-hmm.
Just, and it's okay. And again, just like you said, if I like you, I'm vibing out with you, you'll get something for free. Managers, don't skip that part. But you'll get something for free. But you're not gonna get something for free when you're pestering about it,
right? Or
you're asking about it. That immediately makes me turned off from you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I don't vibe with you. I don't fuck with you right now. Recently, I think it was Thursday or something, this past Thursday, our manager asked me to make that big punch that goes in those swans.
The large format?
Yeah, large format cocktails for pictures. So I made one. So then he was like, okay, well, we don't want to waste this. So he gave it to these guests that were staying at the hotel. And he just wanted to make sure first, it's a big thing. You want to carry it with two hands. It's glass. it's a large format cocktail. So he goes up to these ladies and he's like, "Hi ladies, would you like to drink this?" And they're like, maybe cups and straws would be nice. You're getting a free $70 cocktail.
Yeah.
For free. He's asking you. Of course he's going to get you glasses. We're not fucking drinking out of our hands here. Like, just give him a minute to give you the fucking cocktail and then go get you glasses. Don't be fucking rude. I have an issue with that. So, don't be rude.
Yeah.
Just don't. Have humility, have respect. Like, you got something for free, and don't ask for free shit, and you will most likely get something for free. I was recently in Seattle, and we got along with a lot of our bartenders, and they like gave us a free drink each, and we were like, dude, you do not have to do that. And one of our bartenders, he was really nice. He worked at the hotel we were staying at, and he was like, no, you know what's really refreshing? When people sit at your bar and treat you like a person.
Yeah.
And I was like, that got me in the heart. He's like, it's super refreshing when people just sit and talk to you. Like, it's awkward when they just sit and watch you and just don't even speak. So, like, thank you guys. And, whatever. And that was really nice to hear because it hit home for me. But, yeah. Be respectful. Don't ask for free shit, and you will be rewarded.
Yeah.
You'll always get rewarded. Good karma.
Exactly. There was so right before I started working at the hotel, I've said this before, I was working at a country club, and there were some of the members at the country club that I just like really enjoyed. I really enjoyed their presence. And there was this couple that came in to the hotel when I started bartending there. They came into the hotel, and I was like so happy to see them. I love their family, their kids, like everything. And they were just like asking me about how I like the transition, and then they were filling me in on like how their kids were doing everything. It was just like it was really refreshing to have them in the bar. So of course, I'm gonna buy them a round of drinks, and it was just like, it's really nice to have those people that you can create memories for, especially if they're people from your past that you really enjoyed. So I always love to see those like people from my other job come into the hotel, and just even when you have like your friends come in, like it's nice, and you get to like do things for them because these are people that you enjoy having in your life. So.
And you'll always think about, like, even years later, you'll always think about those people. And I often think, too, about, like, we don't have regulars. Like, we've said that in a couple podcasts before. Like, we'll have, like, industry people come in that we know, or, people who work around, whatever, but we don't have regulars. So thinking back to bars where I did have regulars, I've always been thinking about them, and I'm like, oh, my gosh. I'm like, oh, I miss them. I miss their presence, their good vibes, their energy. And you'll be remembered for being kind and for being a good, like, customer. Like, we talked about this in another podcast, in another episode too. We had that family that came in, and we were acting like they were our family. Like, we were all joking around. I will never forget them because they were so much fun.
Right.
Ripping shots out of a fucking coupe. Love that. Like, we love, so... There's always the gems in the rock. All right. Are we ready to dive in?
Let's get into it.
Let's get it. So you want me to name a cocktail and then like go back and forth?
Yeah, I'll start off.
Okay. I'm so excited. I'm shaking in my boots.
Yeah. So with like psychoanalyzing cocktail, you can go on TikTok and you can look up what these cocktails say about you and like the people that order them, because they're always like, they always hit a nail on the head when it comes to the cocktails.
Yes.
So we really just wanted to put our 2 cents into this, and let's just dive into it. All right. Gin and tonic.
Okay, I have a couple for these.
Okay.
You're my mother. You're on a diet, but seltzer, club soda doesn't do it for you. You need a little bit of kick. Or you're old.
That too.
You just, So you might be old, you might be even a gin connoisseur.
Okay.
Okay. But then there's those people who ask for tonic not from the gun, from the bottle. My mother. And I can't stand them.
Oh, do you have Fever Tree? Is it premium
Is
Indian?
it Fever Tree?
Is it premium Indian Fever
Yes.
Tree tonic?
Is it the elderflower tonic?
Do you have light tonic?
Do you have diet tonic? Like upstairs we don't.
Yeah, it's just
Downstairs you do, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. So, Mom, get your shit together. Okay. Do you have anything else to add to that one?
No, I think that one was pretty solid.
Okay, let's do it. Espresso martini.
You're a bunch of college girls
Yes.
coming in, and I call espresso martinis cows. So can of worms. Of worms. Because if one person orders an espresso martini,
Yes.
14 people after that. So you'll have your own group of girls that are coming in. Can I get an espresso martini? And then the rest of them want espresso martinis. And then guess what? Chad and his friends on the opposite side of the bar heard that girl say, I want an espresso martini. He's like, y'all have espresso martinis?
Yeah. The one with the anchors on his cargo shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So now you
They're
have to make
blue.
espresso martinis for them too.
Yes. They see it pop up in the service well, and they're like, that looks so good.
Yeah.
You never seen one before? Because I know you have. Or you're Nia and Natalie at what was 11 a.m. in the morning doing this episode because they need a little kick.
Because I need to pick me up, and it's gonna be a long day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I digress. Okay.
Anything else?
I don't know. No, I think I'm good.
That's pretty good.
It's always the question, people, though. Do you have?
Do you have?
Do you have?
Not can you make or
Nope. Just the do you have.
do you have? Oh yeah, let me just.
Oh, thank God Starbucks is right in my pocket. Like, fuck.
I actually have one right here.
Let me reach inside my titties. I got it right here for you.
Yeah, I was like, I always say, yeah, I can make you an espresso martini. Do you have espresso martinis? Like they're right here.
Let me pour them out of my pitcher. They look perfect. I don't even gotta shake them. I just have them.
Yeah.
Guys, come on. Work on yourself at home for a little bit.
Ooh.
I have a great therapist who does virtual if you want her card. Do you have anything to add to that one?
No, but I think this sort of goes hand in hand, the dirty martinis.
Yes. So I've had a couple experiences with that this weekend. If you order a dirty martini as a female, bro, this girl wanted hers extra dirty.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of putting like, if you say dirty, I'll put like 0.75 olive juice.
Yeah.
So I put 1.5 because I did the 0.75 and she was like, I need more. So then we had to give her so then I, added a little bit more. And then she was like, can you pour me a cup with olive juice? So then I started putting 2 ounces in one dirty martini for her. And she still needed the cup with olive juice. So either you really fucking hate vodka and you don't know what the fuck you're ordering, because that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think, did we talk about that yet?
Yeah.
You don't know what you're ordering
Mm-hmm.
when you're ordering a martini. So you're just like dirty. And then you're like, oh, it's salty.
Yeah.
Because it's olive juice, guys, and vodka or gin. Yeah, so she had 6, which means she had over 12 ounces of olive juice inside of her body.
Her sodium intake was like, her body is like all salt, no water. Right
Her
now.
organs are shriveled. I'd love to see her organs on an x-ray because they're shriveled inside of her. Poor girl. And then she didn't leave a tip.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I loved her. She was great.
That's great. I'm going to one day, once again, managers do not listen to this, but one day I'm going to just like, someone's going to ask for a filthy or an extra dirty martini.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to pour in just like all olive brine, shake it up, make it really cold, and then just serve it and see what happens. No alcohol.
Let's do that.
I wanna see what happens. Are they gonna be like, there's no liquor in here? Or are they gonna be like, this is the best dirty martini I've
ever had?
Yeah.
And we're gonna make a blue cheese olive with it, because that's another fucking question. Right before, I know you're ordering a dirty fucking vodka martini when you say, do you have blue cheese stuffed olives? I immediately know the follow-up after that. You are ordering a dirty martini. And Nia will make
I'm the only one for the past like almost 2 years. I'm the person that makes the blue cheese stuffed olives for the entire hotel.
I ate them all. Yo, they were so good. I ate them all before they got to any guest. And I was like, fuck, I really gotta ration these.
I'm the only person that makes them. And I will
They're
only
so good.
I'll do it once every 6 months. So I probably have another like 3 months on me before I make another batch.
Yeah, because you made them in December.
Mm-hmm.
So we're coming up.
Yeah. Then I'll do another batch of the blue cheese stuffed olives.
You're almost due.
It's just so time consuming
And
if you're not
go
buying
bad
them.
fast.
Yeah.
If you don't have that girl ordering like 5 at one sitting, it's like they go bad fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, you're doing shit like that. You're like about to float away because you have no water in your body because you drank over 12 ounces of olive juice. Or you're like an older gentleman who's just like, hello, hon, can I have a dirty Grey Goose martini?
And they only want it slightly dirty.
Yes. They want to taste the vodka.
Mm-hmm.
They're not there for the olive juice. Those ones are there for... you can go into categories with, like, subcategories with a dirty martini.
Mm-hmm.
And who told us that there's, like, a rating scale? It was, like, a coworker told me about that you can, like... Someone said, yeah, I want my martini on a 7 dirty scale. Like, 10 being the highest, 1... I've never heard of that before. So I was like, I'm going to just do what the fuck I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I don't care about your fucking rating scale. Because guess what? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And your salt intake is also based on what I think it should be.
I've only heard that with like Bloody Marys, like the spice level. That's the only time that I've heard that there's like, levels to a certain drink. But
there's levels to the shit, man.
But there are like different subcategories just for like all the different kinds of martinis. Like,
yeah,
with the like slightly dirty martinis that 50-year-old man is ordering, his wife is about to order a cosmopolitan.
Oh
and she has the skunk stripes in her hair.
Not the skunk.
Yeah,
stripes.
She's a salt and pepper lady. Her best friend is gonna order a lemon drop with a sugar rim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. And then they always ask, what'd you get again? What'd you get again? And then it's like a totally different thing. Or they're like, oh, make that 2.
Yeah.
Make it 2.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't think you guys know what the fuck you're ordering. No. This lemon drop is too tart. Yeah, it has lemon in it. You're welcome. Fucking what the fuck?
They're always together. All 3 of those.
They're always together.
Yeah.
Always. They're the best friends that travel together.
Mm-hmm.
Their kids go to the same school.
Yes.
Their kids secretly hate each other but have to be friends because of the parents. It's a whole thing. It's like a Jersey Shore family drama thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Whiskey sours. Who are you? What do you do for a living? What do you drive? Who do you think you are, first of all?
You're definitely a hipster who drives a hatchback.
Mm-hmm.
You probably have like half rim Ray-Bans.
Yep.
You probably wear suspenders to like semi-formal events.
Yep. You feel the freedom of Subaru.
Yes. But you're allergic to eggs. So you want it without egg whites.
Mm-hmm.
So
like the FIFO amount.
Yes.
Yeah. You're allergic to dairy. You have IBS really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Is egg dairy?
Is it?
That's a whole nother.
I'm not ready for
That's
that
a whole
conversation.
episode, baby girl. It's a fucking. I'm not ready for it either.
Whiskey sours are for the people that don't like spirit forward cocktails.
Yeah.
The people that don't want an old fashioned or a Manhattan, they're like, so what can you do with this bourbon?
Yeah. I'm in Tennessee, so I still want to look cool drinking bourbon, but I don't want to suffer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not like that old right now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe later. Well, definitely later, but just not right now. And my wife might enjoy it too. Tequila shots.
Tequila shots.
My favorite people. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I hate you. If you order a I can't speak.
That's all right. Try again.
All right. Deep breath. Take a lap. Tequila shots. My favorite people.
Yeah.
Love you guys because I am that person.
Yeah.
And I could have hated you 10 minutes ago, but you ordered a tequila shot from me. I know that you could fucking hold it down and party.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, if a group orders them and there's those, like, girls in the group, I just can't. Oh, no. Okay. And takes it anyway. You're putting up a front. You know you love that shit. You know you're the spawn of Satan and you love that shit. Don't even fucking front with me. I can see right through your bullshit. Tequila girl to tequila girl.
Mm-hmm.
Except, should I bring the Casamigos thing right?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, I told Nia today, she texted me on her way here and she was like, oh, do you have Tito's? Like, you know, do you have coffee? All this stuff. And then I said, oh, I still have a Casamigos from my birthday. And she was like, that shit's for the bird, shawty. And I go, I am a bird, I guess, then. And then she showed me, like, what real tequila's like. Sorry, George Clooney, but yours just ain't it.
It's like, I don't want to sit here and dog on Casamigos. Yes, I do. Casamigos has
on it.
Casamigos has so many additives. Like, anyone that's a real tequila drinker does not drink Casamigos. I know you love tequila. I get it. But Casamigos...
Yeah, but I'm just trash. I shoot it. I don't drink it. I'll drink good tequila and other stuff, but Casamigos isn't made for a margarita or shit like that. I'm just gonna fucking down it.
Yeah, so do all the baddies on Baddies South and Bad Girls Club. They love Casamigos.
Don't bring up Bad Girls Club.
Because it straight up tastes like one of the things that tequila brands, so that's going to be your Casamigos, 818, all these like celebrity known tequilas.
They don't know what they're doing.
They gravitate towards vanilla for some reason.
Yeah.
It's always going to be vanilla that they decide to add into their tequila. And then whenever you're drinking these, it just straight up tastes like a Frappuccino whenever you're drinking any of these tequilas. But any, real tequila maker that is like straight up getting blue agave and out of Jalisco and all of they know how to make a really good solid tequila that you can drink straight, you can drink on the rocks, you can put it in any cocktail and it's going to taste phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And Casamigos, it's one of the like highest selling tequilas across the country. People love Casamigos.
Do you think celebrities putting their name on it though has a huge effect on that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They were promoting 818 at Coachella. Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Coachella, and 818 ain't shit.
No.
But I'm also not a Kardashian Jenner stan. Sorry, but I'm not going to fucking drink that shit.
Yeah.
Because I was ignorant about the George Clooney Casamigos shit, but I know that her shit has a lot of shit in it.
Yeah.
Damn, how many times can you say shit? Side note, Nia had to deal with editing out, so like 50 times out of the last episode 4. So let us also give a golfer's clap to Nia for dealing with my because that shit's gotta stop. And this whatever. So we're done with that. Moving on. Thank you, Nia. So yeah, you turned me on to these other tequilas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still gonna finish that bottle because we don't neglect alcohol around here. But yeah,
I'll get you a late birthday present, and it's gonna be one of the 3 tequilas.
You editing every episode is a birthday present every year for the next 40 years. If I make it that far.
We will.
We will. But no, so not only in your food, guys, check your alcohol too, because if you're trying to do like non-additive stuff, I was ignorant to it until today. So learn something from your friends, your bartenders, whatever, because they might know more than you. It's not just your food that's getting shit added to it. Old-fashioned.
Old fashions.
There's a big demographic with old-fashioned, no?
Yeah.
Quite a few.
But of course, most people that order old fashions are going to be your 40, 35 and up crowd that are actual like bourbon fans.
Yeah.
They're coming in, they pretty much know what they want. They know what bourbon they're looking for, and they just want something that isn't just straight bourbon. They need it diluted a little bit.
Yeah. They're usually very specific on the bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Very.
And they want to know if you know how to make an old fashioned.
That's always the question.
Yeah.
How's your old fashioned?
Yeah.
Refer to episode 2. How's your old fashioned? It's fucking awful. Thanks for asking. Here you go.
And they also want to know if do you have that big cube?
I don't want those fucking little rocks.
I want
You got that boulder.
You have the big cube?
Do you have that boulder?
And then I'm here like, yes. Yes, sir, I do. I do have a big cube.
And on the rooftop, I'm like, no, I used to, but I don't anymore. I could put like 3 little ones. Is that okay?
It's just like when you're on the rooftop, they melt so quickly in the ice. There's no way to like keep them cold on the roof.
And they end up looking like the other cubes. Yeah. There's no way. I remember when I first worked up there, I brought them up. Like when I first opened by myself, I brought the big cubes up from downstairs. And one of the coworkers, like the lead up there, was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. Working between the different bars is sometimes a challenge because you're just like, you have to switch mindsets real quick. I don't know what to do. I don't have big cubes. I can't get complimented on my cubes. I feel like old fashions too are sometimes those people that are 20 who are freshly 21 who like the guys that are trying to get into bourbon. So they're just like, oh, I guess I'll try your and then we'll try a different one. Like sometimes I get those too, but it's usually the 35 plus, 45 plus.
Yeah.
I ain't shitting on an old fashioned though. That's a cocktail that I don't really hate making. Yeah. But we'll get into that.
The old fashions and Manhattans are kind of hand in hand. Yes. Like you come into the bar, you know what you want. You either want that little bit of syrup or you want it with the sweet vermouth. Yes. It's one of the two. Yep. And I kind of, you know what? I know I kind of shit on people in the second episode when it came to the old fashioned, but at the same time, if you're coming in and you know what you want a Manhattan. I want it up. I want an old fashioned, this bourbon. Yep. And you just leave it at that. I respect that because I'm gonna make your drink. I'm gonna make it quick. I'm gonna send you on your way.
Yeah, and you know what you want. You know what you like, and it's simple as that. I don't need to look at the menu. I know what I like. Yeah. And how do you feel about people when they order their Manhattan and they're like up or on the rocks? Do you feel a difference in that type of person?
No, I'm just like, you know what you like. Yeah. You either want it like served on the ice and kept chilled the entire time, or you just want it, spun a few times and served in a coupe. Yeah. I mess with you.
Yeah. I think it's wild though, because I remember, and this was really foreign to me, this question, y'all would, like if I took an order for Manhattan and you were on the well and I was like, hey, Manhattan or whatever, and you were like, on the rocks or up? I'm like, wait, aren't they always up? Because in Connecticut, you don't ask that. It's always assumed that they're up. So that's also like a weird state. I don't know if it's a state thing or where you're at, but here I get like 2 out of 10 people saying that they want it up versus on the rocks. People usually always want it on the rocks here. So that's also kind of weird to me, just because it was so different.
Yeah.
And if you're a Connecticut bartender and disagree, leave a comment, subscribe, like, DM. Just let me know. But I've had experiences with always making them up until now.
Yeah.
Which was wild.
And one of the nice things also that happen when I make like Manhattans and stuff, there are people that will come in, they're like, do you know how to make a Manhattan? And then you can shut that down real quickly. So they'll be like, do you know how to make a Manhattan? I'll say, yes. Do you want to up or on the rocks? And you shut that down. They're like, well, I want it up.
Okay, Miss Thing.
That's what they.
She bad. She knows she bad.
Shut it. You shut that shit down quickly.
She bad.
You shut it down quickly. Because they're coming in being like, okay, especially like if you're on the rooftop, you know, it's a little more casual up there.
Right.
So they're like, do you know how to make this? And you're like, yeah. Do you want it up or on the rocks?
Yeah.
Do you want it with bourbon or rye? You ask them all these little questionnaire survey questions.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like, she actually does know what she's doing.
A Manhattan's not hard to make.
It's not.
It's literally not.
Mm-hmm.
Neither is an old fashioned, but I think a Manhattan is easier to make than old fashioned. I think the name is a little intimidating. Like, I remember when I didn't know how to make them, and someone's like, can you make a Manhattan? And I looked it up online, and I'm like, oh, she ain't that hard.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys like this, and I feel like this is going to be a really good episode for a lot of you, because you guys ask us about cocktails, you guys really enjoyed, got a lot of feedback on the espresso martini thing, that you guys love that banter. So if you guys are into this, we can keep going. We can play it as a game and make it like a little reward. So yeah,
let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have that be like a segment, because we've only hit like half of these.
I know, we have so many.
Yeah.
So Moscow Mule.
Moscow Mule. You know what? I'm not gonna dog a Moscow Mule.
I love Moscow Mules.
They're pretty good.
Except when you get a splash of ginger beer and a full ounce of simple syrup.
So whenever I get a mule, I have to ask before I even order the mule. I'm like, do you have ginger beer or do you have ginger syrup?
Right.
And whenever they're saying, oh no, we do ginger syrup and soda water, capped.
Immediately no.
I'll get a rum and Coke. Capped.
Yes.
I don't do syrup. Like, I really don't like sweet cocktails.
Right.
And I mean, that's really why I gravitate towards beer, wine, and rum and Coke. Yeah. 1-in-1s. So if they don't have, ginger beer, then I really can't do it, because really a Moscow Mule should be a 1-in-1 in lime.
Yep.
If they don't have that, I can't get behind it, because I don't like ginger syrup. So depending on where you get them from, like if you are ordering our ginger syrup, we're not diluting it. It's extremely concentrated, right. And it's not diluted whatsoever, and it makes it really like, I try not to throw the word spicy around a lot. Yeah. But there's just like the spice of the ginger beer or of the ginger syrup is just like overwhelming to where you can't enjoy
level. It actually makes it spicy, because when I make like a Moscow Mule and they're like, "Ooh, this is spicy," and I use like Fever Tree ginger beer, I'm judging you.
Why is this spicy? Why is it spicy? Why is it spicy?
It's like, tell me you're so pale white without telling me you're so pale white, dude. That's bad. It's like, no, I gotta go. I'm leaving. End of episode. No, but yeah, that concentrated shit. That shit's really spicy.
Yeah,
it's spicy.
I can't go that way with my voice.
But I like a mule if it's just super simple. Just keep it 1-in-1. Don't put any. I don't want to see you shaking my mule. I don't want to see you I don't want a float of soda water. Mm-hmm. I've gotten that a lot of times, and I sent it back. I'll sit there and be like, I'll just take a beer, thank you.
Thanks, bye. I don't want this. Fucking. But what is it? What kind of? I think that's a big demographic too, because I get a lot of girls ordering it. I get a lot of older guys ordering it.
With a mule?
Yeah. it's like a cocktail for everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah. I love when people put like a riff on it though, and they're well, not a riff. That's not a riff, but like a Mexican mule.
Mhm.
Those are my people.
Yeah.
Tequila.
The
Hell yeah.
Mexican mules, the London
Yep.
mules.
Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky mules, all of
Yeah.
it.
There's so much you could do with a mule.
Mhm. We had that one with the blackberry and the sage.
Oh, I did love that
Mhm.
one. And I often people were like, "Oh, I really want this." I forgot what it was called, but this mule with like, you know, the blackberry sage, I don't want it. We made it with bourbon on the menu, but they're like, "Can you make it with vodka?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course I can make it with tequila. Fuck." Like it's not that hard to change.
Mhm.
So, that's a cocktail that I like to make too cuz it's just like, you know, you could do a lot to it.
Mhm.
But and you build it, so it's not like I don't gotta go that many extra steps.
Right.
It's almost like a breath of fresh air.
So when it comes to like going to a bar, even when you're going to a bar, when people are coming to your bar, you got to do what you got to do to make your money.
Yes. If that means popping a titty out, just kidding, not really. But you gotta make your money
Make your money.
because you never know what day you're gonna have tomorrow. You just don't, though. Like, there's days when I come to work and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna get, like, I'm on my way to work and I'm like, we're gonna get fucking slammed.
Mhm.
And then we don't.
Yeah.
So make your money, live in the motherfucking moment,
Mhm.
make your money in the moment.
Yeah. There was that time where we were at the bar. I bring up the Christmas pop up a lot just because there was so much that happened during that time. At this time, we wanted to sell our t-shirts that we were doing, but we weren't able to. And there was a guy that came up to the bar. He was like, "I want those t-shirts." I was like, we're not able to sell them yet. I wish I could. But I just can't sell them. He was like, "Oh man, I really just like I want those t-shirts." And I was like, "Do you want this one? I have an extra one in my bag. I'll give you this one right now." I was like, "You want this t-shirt?" Then I was like, "Oh gosh, I gotta remember where we're at." Because if
Yeah.
I was working at like, a dive bar and we had like t-shirts and we didn't have a medium, then I'd be like, "Take this shirt." And
Literally, just take it off right there.
you do what you gotta do to make some money.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then he like is just stunned and he's like, look at this baddie with like the nicest rack I've ever seen. Like, I love this moment.
And then they just like
Throw money at
Yeah.
you. It's not even that they're giving it to you,
Mhm.
they're throwing it at you. They're demanding you take the money.
Yeah.
So I flirt though.
Yeah.
Like I
mean,
flirt
that's part of
more
the
with
job.
girls and older men because it's weird for me to flirt with like people, but
Mhm.
like there was a guy recently. I'm gonna shout him out because he's never gonna hear this. He's older. His name was Rob. He was old. I remember his name. And he was just winking at me and he's like, "Thank you, hon." And I'm like, "Oh, Rob, anything for you." And like my husband was sitting at the other end of the bar. He doesn't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna do anything for that
Yep.
hustle, for that money. Maybe not anything, but like I'll do a lot.
Yeah.
Like there was a night too where I don't think you were working. It was me and the boys at Hidden Bar. And you know when I do that extra unbuttoner when I put that push-up bra up
Mhm.
and I just wear them out? One of the guys was like, "Yeah, so we got a lot more money today." It wasn't because of that. It was definitely because there was a higher occupancy at the hotel. But he's like, "So you're going to start unbuttoning it more and just leave them out." And I'm like, "Heard. Will do." For the money, you'll see as much as I want to show you with leaving it up to the imagination.
Mhm.
But if there's no judgment in that world because, again, you never know what tomorrow's going to bring you.
That's true.
So make your money right now
Mhm.
and do what it takes.
Exactly.
Isn't that wild, too, to think about that?
What, like tomorrow? What?
Like that you have to do certain things to make more money.
Yeah.
In our
Absolutely.
industry.
It's like I'm not even gonna say like if you're a female. I mean, dudes, if there is an attractive man at the
Mhm.
bar and he knows that he's attractive, he plays that off. I've
The
straight up
confidence.
I have straight up told an attractive man that I ran into. I said, you do not. You have a front of house face. You do not have a back of house face.
You don't belong in the kitchen.
I was like,
baby.
you need to start making your 1-on-1s and doing all this, because do you know how much money you could be making right now off of this? And it's kind of vain that I said that, but at the same time, it's like play off of your strengths.
Yeah.
Like I went into this bar. It's a bar and restaurant, and one of the finest men I'd ever seen in my life was working at that bar, and he worked his angles, and I could have given him all the money in my wallet, because not only was he a great bartender, but he also was doing his job. He was flirting, all this stuff. Like, he also is in a relationship, but at the same time, he was doing his job. And
You're
I
like
was
ready to start an America's Next Top Model for men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're like, you're my first choice, baby. You're gonna win.
If you're an attractive male, you better play to your strengths.
Work,
if you are an attractive female, you better play to your strengths.
Yeah. And be confident. Even like, I know that on Broadway, there's chicks that are like, a size 2 with big boobs, and they get to show them and they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I come back to work with like slicked hair every day because I'm lazy and don't wash my hair every day. But I'm like, if you just show that you're confident, you could be kind, but just have that little flair of sass or very sassy. People feed on that. People love to be intimidated by people. That's what I've learned too. People respect intimidated people. Like, you can still be kind, but intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all about confidence, baby.
Exactly. It's just like if you play off of your strengths, you can make a lot of money with that.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that goes hand in hand with that is just like, we're considered unlicensed free therapists.
100%.
And people will straight up tell you like their background stories and like all the stuff that they're dealing with.
Shit too.
And it's just like, you hear some of the stuff, you're like, oh my gosh.
And you carry it home.
Yeah, I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah.
The amount of stuff that we hear, and that we like, the amount that you tip me is not enough to cover the emotional damage that you just did.
Hell no. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's sad too. Yeah. Tip your bartenders, because we're more than just your bartender.
Yeah.
It's more than just pouring you a drink, baby.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
Especially if it's when I'm closing the bar and I want to get out of here.
Yeah.
And then you come in 20 minutes before I close and you just want to dish out your whole life story, and this entire bar could have been closed by then. And then you only tip me $2 for the 20 minutes of emotional damage you just did.
Yes. And that happened to me the other day. There was this nice couple from Boston, talking to them for fucking like 20 minutes. And like, they're from Boston, I'm from Connecticut, whatever. And we're talking about like deep shit. They're telling me about how it's their first vacation away from their kids, trying to talk to them about it. We're having a great conversation. They're laughing. We love each other. They tip me like $3 on 40. I'm like, that's less than 10%, guys. Yeah. Like, and but then at the end they show their true colors. They're like, damn, y'all got a lot of taxes on everything. Yeah, we do. But again, that's not like, I did not make those prices. Mm-hmm. If I could take those taxes away, I would, but I can't. So, right. We're not getting into that. So yeah, guys, it's just a lot. It's a lot more than bartending. There's a lot of emotional strain, physical strain. Like, since I had Sunday off, I decided, I don't know if you knew this, I decided to stay and work a double on Saturday. So I worked like 13 hours. Mm-hmm. And my feet were throbbing. I emotionally was fucking tired. Like, the wedding group came up. They were talking about like fucking crazy shit. Like, this other couple was talking about a divorce. This other couple was talking about like fucking sexual shit. I'm like, I don't want to listen to this all day. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to go home. And like, it was just a lot. It's a lot on us, guys. It's a lot. Every job's a lot, but this is, the different sides to it. Like, we're not just showing up to work and ready to make tips. There's emotional damage that comes into like one shift.
Right.
So, yeah, this was a good episode. We're definitely, we gotten some feedback we'll go over. We have some guests. I know I keep saying that, but it is becoming real shortly. I'll shout them out next episode. They want to be heard about. I think those will be good episodes coming up. There's a lot in the future. Nia does all the editing. Again, I'll say it once, I'll say it twice, I'll say it thrice. She does fucking everything. So if there's an editing team out there that wants to help you girls out, we have big goals for this podcast. We have big dreams about it, not for money or anything like that. We just want to help people in our industry, dealing with body stuff. And we love the feedback. We've been getting really great feedback. Episode 3 was a big success for us personally right now. And we love all of the things that you're telling us to do, all of the things you want to hear from us. We'll get into it for sure. We just still have our ideas flowing. But again, talk to us. Our inboxes are open, our DMs are open. We're all about that communication. We're all about our fans. We thank you for the outpouring support and love. And, if there's anyone who wants to sponsor us, Chobani, we used your shit today. All right? Hit us up if you want to sponsor, because I'll bring you up over and over again. I got your yogurt. I got your creamer. I got all your shit in my fridge. So, is there anything you want to add?
Just where you can find us. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music. We are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Fullfiguredofficial. Listen to us, watch us. We love to know your feedback.
Yep.
Download our stuff.
It's like hanging out with friends.
Absolutely. And once again, it's kind of sad.
A seat for you.
We raise our glasses. This we raise our glasses to you, our empty glasses from alcoholics. But thank you so much for it. I'll make you another one, bro.
Just let me say it. I'll make you another one.
Artlist.io. I just wanna have fun. Come and beat me up.